For me, I'm always big on story rather than shots.
With over a decade of experience in media and advertising, Adekunle-Bryan Oyetunde has established himself as a masterful visual storyteller, film editor, cinematographer, and director. His professional journey has taken him from film editing to directing acclaimed films, TV shows, documentaries, and TV commercials published on indigenous and global platforms. He is the founder of Oxella.
I started my career as a video editor. While I was young, I'd always wanted to join pieces, different pieces together to tell a story, and that led me into filmmaking as a video editor, and it's been quite eventful. Different different experiences in the industry, but all in all, it's been a very fulfilling one because it's what I always wanted to do, tell stories in multiple forms, be it film, documentaries, commercials, short stories, bespoke videos, any form of visual storytelling.
His work with Ndani TV surely shaped his creative side as a storyteller.
As I started my journey in Ndani TV, I was a cinematographer and an editor when I was hired, when they needed me to fill in a spot for someone who was going to leave when I joined. I tell people that Ndani TV is a place where we'll give you the wings to fly. So yes, you normally would do what you can do, but once you get to Ndani TV, the kinds of responsibilities and the things that you need to create visually would inspire you to fly. But it comes in two folds. It's now if you're willing to fly. Yeah. So since I started as a video editor, I always wanted to
He talked about his professional touch of editing films like Ajuaya, The Wait, and Something Wicked.
Some editors, I'm just generalizing. I'm not saying I know, but I feel there are some people when they cut their films, they cut it all from okay, yes, this is the software, this is that. I don't even use my software until I've cut everything in my head. I've seen how we should start, how we should end from my head, and that's even how I train people. You, without cutting it, just do it in your head first. See if it will make sense before you start going there, because it's a tedious process having to go through the cuts without even thinking about it. Then you're not going to say, oh, this doesn't make sense. You now have to go back to the drawing board. That's a lot of work. So I usually would have done it in my head and all. So I'm a story person rather than a short person. I am a sucker for shorts. I am so a sucker for shorts. Shorts that would explain. I like onesies, just use one shot and tell 5 different scenes on the go. I'm that kind of director. But I'd understood from way back editing films, because they say editors are the best directors. Yeah, that's what they say. So since then, editing films, I've always seen that sometimes people just want their shots rather than furthering the story. And I'm always like, if you use this shot, then you're going to mean something else. And some people would understand, some will not. But I've been very privileged to work with people that would understand and say, oh yes, they see that from this angle. It will tell something else if they use that shot. And they may have spent so many hours trying to get that shot. Someone will follow the story from beginning to the end and want to know what happened, regardless of what shots that you're taking and all.
His directorial debut, Hide and Seek, was a big experience which has lots of improvisation and script revisions.
The person who wrote the script, Bode Ashiyambe, apparently Bode Ashiyambe actually wrote ratings, and we had not met. He wrote it for Ndani TV, but we had not met. Then we met on that set, but we had filmed it, but he didn't even know we had filmed it. So I told him that yes, we had filmed it. And but before we even met physically, we've been going back and forth on the script, because I read the script, wonderful script. Then we went to just improve and add some more ingredients, tension, more just more craziness into that script. Yeah, so the crazy even started from there. And yes, the producer and my co-director, Tana, also we had multiple script revisions, like just because we wanted it to be as good as we wanted it. Yes, so it started from there, then into filming, having to do a lot of improvisation with wonderful actors like Remy, Uche Montana, Enado. Yeah, just wonderful actors. And that process, filming it was I thought it was going to be way tougher than it would be rather, but it wasn't as tough that I thought it would be. It was, we just actually flew through it. Yeah, there were some ups and downs. Yeah, normally that's what films would do, ups and downs. But we just, it was pretty so cool. And the creative process there just flowed naturally. Then if I was even going to say there would be a take home from it, I would say is even in dealing with actors. Because all the actors were wonderful. So growing from that experience of hide and seek, yes, you know how you think that doing something so big, it would be my take you away. Yeah, this didn't take me away. This just made me stronger, and I'd applied most of the things, like I said, even having to refine the script in such a way that you are, you know, sometimes when you do a movie and the movie is 1 hour 20 minutes on the script, when you take it back, it's like 4 hours. So we've been able to refine that script in such a way that we wanted 1 hour, like 40 minutes, and we're able to get 2 hours. That's, for me, it's a milestone, because I mean, you're not overdoing, you're not over-filming, we're just going straight to the point. These days, dialogues there are too many dialogues in films, and the actions are so little, and the dialogues can be shortened during scripting, but then they now want it done in post-production, which now gives so much more issues, because I mean, there's a way we speak, the tempo you go on with, it's going to be difficult to just cut in between, then everything just feels like something is not landing well, something's not right. Yeah, so having to understand that during writing, you need to be extra focused, what's that word, decisive. Do it there than in post-production.
Adekunle-Bryan Oyetunde continues to build on his versatility. Working on Bottomline series by Ndani TV, he created magic, reversing roles for this dramatic comedy.
Yes, Bottomline was crazy how we came up with the idea for Bottomline. We came up with the idea, the Ndani team came up with the idea, and we just started fleshing. Then we spoke, we said, you know what, we can't just, this is not going to be slapstick. Well, there's no Nigerian comedy that is not slapstick, but we want the level of slapstick to be very reduced. We had created scenarios already. We wanted it to be a workplace, but the normal workplace where you meet the normal people, but you know, there are things they do, but it would just look normal to us that work within the same circle. But when someone sees it from outside, like, really? Yeah, we wrote the script and we refined it. Even in the process of refining, we're just laughing. We already know that, I mean, it's going to be crazy. If already just by reading the script, we were tearing up. And SOK is not normal. It's not a normal human being. It messed everything up in the script already. So even when it was now time to cast, we knew that we needed people that would embody it. But I'd always been a fan of reversing roles, in the sense that, you know, in the industry, there will always be stereotypes. And I wanted to change it. I wanted it to be different. There are some, yeah, there's nothing we could do about it, because we just needed that person to fill in that role for it. But we reversed a lot of stuff. So the actors do not act the same thing they've been acting all this while. Like, if you check through an actor's catalog and he has done 100 films, he has acted one particular role 70 times, that's already a stereotype. The other 30 times are just randoms and that kind of stuff. So we did a lot of role reversals just so that it feels genuine. We used to waste time filming because it was the actors came with the A game, and they read the script and they fell in love with it already. So filming it was just magic, and we knew that it was going to be great. Working with the cast was lovely. Everyone understood what they were bringing. Having to always direct them and even allow them, because I always, so there's something I do with Aka, but I said to some of the cast that I work with, actors that I work with. So I say, okay, I know this is you, okay, but this is what I want you to be. You know what? Tone it down first. Then if I say that it's not, if I say that it's too low, then I'll just say crank it. So I can now say, okay, crank it up 2 steps, crank it up 4 steps. You already know the degree because you already know the base. Having all of those energies and being able to contain it is, it's crazy. I'm not lying. It's not being, but we pulled through and we made something we're all proud of. Yes. Hello everyone. My name is Adekunle-Bryan Oyetunde and I'm a visual storyteller. I'm also the director of Bottomline, which is now showing on Ndani TV's YouTube channel.